watching ABC4 News.
Welcome back. Bug season is almost here, and it's important to keep your pets safe. We have Gwen Schuster here from the Humane Society of Utah. Gwen, thanks so much for being with us and bringing Cleo.
Yeah, we have adoptable Cleo here today. She's one of 9 rabbits we currently have available for adoption. So lots of bunnies looking for homes, but she is 2 years old and she is spayed, microchipped, vaccinated, so she is ready to go home.
She is ready to go home to someone who needs a bunny.
I just had a chance to pet her, and she is so much more soft than a cat or a dog. I'm just going to say it. I mean, I know
that,
those
folks?
cats or dogs are cute, but
get yourself
the bunny is soft.
Bunnies are just as cute as cats as dogs. So.
But we want to talk about this a little bit. March is Pet Poison Prevention. So tell us a little bit about tips to keep pets away from some of the poisons they might encounter.
Yeah, so during the springtime, we tend to see an increase of pets being poisoned by like insecticides, fertilizers, also, rodent poison as well. So some of the ways you can keep your pet safe is by making sure that you are keeping these products sealed, kept away from them. Also to keep in mind that sometimes rodents may drag the blocks out and expose them into areas. So if you're, looking to use that kind of product in your house, perhaps consider a more pet-friendly option.
Yeah, talk about those pet-friendly options. Should we be covering some of this stuff? Like, what is the best way to keep it safe?
Yeah, all of these products will list instructions on them, so it's best to follow those instructions. But, anytime a pet sees something new, especially if they're like a younger dog, they may be overly interested in some of these products, so keeping them out of reach is your best option. But also just being aware, if you've set something out, to regularly check on it and make sure it's where you left it, so it doesn't accidentally end up with your pet.
Yeah, I know my dog likes to just sniff around into absolutely everything.
Yep.
So what about pool chemicals? I know as the weather warms up, people will start getting their pools out, but that's also something to look out for.
Yeah, so when they're not concentrated, those chemicals can be pretty toxic to dogs and cats. And also something people don't keep in mind is when dogs are playing in pools, they can ingest an excessive amount of water, maybe more than they usually would, and that can also be harmful to them as well.
Can you give us some tips of what to do if our animals do get into either pool chemicals or pool water?
Yeah, so you'd want to immediately contact your veterinarian and follow the instructions that they provide for you.
Absolutely. I know my dog goes to a creek and she just starts drinking and drinking and drinking, and then I have just creek water everywhere.
Well, it seems like sometimes they have stomachs of iron, but other times they eat chocolate or something.
Yeah,
and
they
then
get into something.
Yeah, they're into
it's not
something.
Great. I want to give some of the remaining time to Cleo here. What are some of the things that people need to know about Cleo if they want to adopt her?
Yeah, she's a pretty friendly bunny, so she would make a great addition to any family. Bunnies can be litter box trained, which a lot of people don't know about, and they actually require a decent amount of room to run around and stretch out their legs. So bunnies would actually love to hang out in your living room, sit on the couch with you. They don't enjoy being held as much as dogs and cats, but they like being around you, and they like to cuddle, so they might lay by you.
How do they do with other animals?
That's a great question. They can actually do pretty well with dogs and cats. You just want to make sure those dogs and cats do well with them. But we have quite a few adopters who have apartment cats and bunnies, and they get along well.
Wow, that is, I just went to a house the other day that had bunnies, and I was kind of surprised that was a thing that people just let bunnies around.
And I for sure need to check my dog first to be with the bunny, because I would worry about that a little
absolutely.
bit. Yeah.
Gwen, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thanks for having us.